Bhavayami Raghuramam.
Here we are at the sixth episode of Bhavayami Raghuramam. Where are we now at? We're all now at the Mahendra Parvatam, where Hanuman is all geared up to take his great leap to Lanka to search for Mata Sita. This is not just a geographical high point, but it is symbolic too. From here, Hanuman leaves the realm of mortals and enters the divine battlefield of destiny. This giant leap signifies breaking the boundaries of fear and entering the realm of dharma and seva. What am I talking about? Yeah, well, all other Kaandams are titled based on locations or events. The Kaandam that I'm referring to right now in today's episode that's simply called Sundara. Sundara Kaandam, meaning beautiful, graceful, or noble. But what is so beautiful about it? Everything. Just everything. I would call it as the Kaandam of Hanuman, describing his courage, devotion, wisdom, humility, strength shined like never before. From his mighty leap across the ocean to his first sight of Sita in Lanka, from his gentle words to her in Ashokavanam to the fiery devastation of Ravana's kingdom, every act of Hanuman is soaked in Sundaram, beauty born out of bhakti. According to Valmiki himself, right, why did he name it as Sundara? The hero of the Kaandam, Hanuman, is Sundara. The message he carries, Rama's love, is Sundara. The setting sun over Lanka, the blooming Ashoka trees, the gentle whisper of reassurance to Sita, all are Sundara. Even in sorrow and separation, the hope that glimmers is beautiful. It is also said that Sundara Kandam represents the mind, Manas, and the symbolic reading of the Ramayana as the inner journey, and Hanuman as the symbol of prana and devotion, diving deep into the mind to find the soul, Sita. Thus, the journey becomes not just physical but deeply spiritual and profoundly beautiful. In this Kandam, devotion triumphs over doubt, strength bows to love, and hope begins to bloom. So let us begin this wondrous journey of a divine messenger, a devoted heart, and the most beautiful chapter of the Ramayana, my most favorite one, and everyone's favorite, I would call it, Sundarakandam. How does Swaditranal begin this Kandam or this Charanam? Vanarottama Sahita Vayusunu Kararpita. Vanarottama. He is the supreme or the superior among monkeys, the Kapijana. Sugriva's army. Sahita, in the company of Sugriva's army or his other monkey mates. Vayu Sonu, the son of Vayu, Hanuman. Vayu Sonu refers to Hanuman here as the son of Vayu. Kararpita, offered to the hands of or handed over to. The next line. Bhanu Shata Bhaswara Bhavya Ratnanguliyam. So what was offered to the hands of Hanuman? Question mark there. Bhanu Shata Bhaswara, lustrous like the shine of 100 of suns, Bhavya, divine, superb. Ratnanguliyam, a superb gem-studded ring was offered to the hands of Hanuman. By whom? Rama. Tena punarani tanyuna chudamani darshanam. Tena, by Hanuman. Punah, afterwards or again, Anita brought back Anyona without any deficiency, Chudamani, the crest jewel or the head jewel of Sita, Darshanam, no, which was accepted, received by Rama. So Hanuman brings back the head jewel of Sita in return to Rama. Now, I would like to quote how Kamba describes this particular event of Sita giving the Chudamani to Hanuman. உன்னதனை கொடு என்று ஒளித்திகை சூடனி தன்னடியில் இடத்தந்தாள். She took the radiant Chudamani shining with inner light, placed it on her hand, or you can also call it nearby to her, and then she gave it to Hanuman, saying, "Give this to my Lord. It will speak more than my words ever could." And I would also like to highlight some of the iconic phrases from this particular chapter in Kamba Ramayana. Meanwhile, கண்டேன் சீதையை காண்டல் கொண்டேன் துயர் கடிந்தேன் உண்டேன் இன்பம் ஓர் உலகம் தாங்கும் உயிர் பெற்றேன். In fact, Arunachala Kavirayar in his Ramanatakam too includes the same phrase, right? Kanden Sitaye. Kanden Sitaye, Kanden Sitaye, Kanden Rahava. It's a very famous composition, right? I have seen Sita. I mean, Hanuman was literally jumping in joy. So he was mad, literally mad, completely out of the world. He was feeling so happy and elated, and he was eager to tell this message to Rama. And how does he convey it? Just 2 words, Kanden Sitaye, done. So that conveys all the message. That shows that he was a expert in communication, right? That's what we have seen in the last episode as well. He was a Nava Vyakarana Pandita, so one who was well learned in all the Vedas, the scriptures. I have seen Sita. By seeing her, I have ceased joy and shed sorrow. I have partaken in bliss. I have gained a life that can sustain a world. In this particular verse, Hanuman expresses profound relief and happiness upon finding Sita, Kanden Sitaye, emphasizing the magnitude of his discovery and its impact on his spirit. In another important stanza that I would like to bring to your notice, I mean, one of my favorites, and it impacted me a lot the first time I read. I mean, especially knowing the explanation of it. I mean, how deep this one is, and how could have Kambar put it so well. I mean, I'm just getting goosebumps as I'm narrating this to you all. Dharmame kaattado sanagan nalvinai karmame kaattado karpin kavalo அருமையே அருமையே யார் இது ஆற்றுவார் ஒருமையே எம்மனோர்க்கு குறைக்கற்பாலதோ. I mean, this is one of the signifying or the most significant stanza, I would say, and it has impacted me a lot right from my childhood. Despite Sita undergoing so much, what is it that protected her? Kamba raises a bigger question over here, something that all of us have to ponder deep into. What was protecting Sita? Despite so many obstacles and so many worrying incidents or troubling moments happening around her, she was in so much of trouble. But what was it that was protecting Mata Sita? Was she protected by Dharma? Dharma me katado Chanagan Nalvine, or was it protected by good fate or the good karma of Janaka? Karpin Kavalo, or was it protected by chastity? Karpin Kavalo, Arimiye, Arimiye, Yaridu Achuvar. I mean, it is rare and it is so great. And who can do a penance like this? Penance matchless. Something that's so great. And people like us, we have got an opportunity to think about a penance done by such a person. No, and no ordinary person here. It is Mata Sita herself, right? So this is such, a stanza which has so much of a deeper meaning, I would say. Srinidhim Udatira Ashrita Vibhishana Militam. Srinidham, treasure house of auspiciousness. Udadi Tira, banks of the ocean. Ashrita, seeking refuge or shelter. Vibhishana refers to the brother of Ravana, Vibhishana. Militam, made friends with. So, what incident am I talking about? All of you would have guessed it by now. It's the Sharanagati Tattvam, right? Or the Sharanagati of Vibhishana to Lord Rama that I'm referring to here. So, what does Sharanagati actually mean? It is a process of total surrender to God or Narayana, according to the Vaishnavism tradition. So, the process of Sharanagati forms the basis of devotion to the Almighty. Here's the immortal line of Rama from Kambaramayana echoing the spirit of Sharanagati. ஒருவன் என் திருவடிக்கே சரணென வந்தான் அருகில் நிற்க அவனை கொல்வது என் தர்மமோ. Everybody, exclaims, Vibhishana, the brother of Rama, has come here. So how can one believe him? Obviously, right? You cannot believe the brother of your enemy. But Rama says, when someone has come to my holy feet and sought shelter, can I kill him just because he is near? Would that be dharma? திருவருள் என்னும் செம்பவளம் பொருள் கொடு வந்தாரே போக்காமை இது மருவிய கற்பின் மகளிர் புணர்ச்சியிலே இருப்பதோர் மெச்சிய வழி. Rama says, just as a chaste woman never abandons her husband, so too I shall never abandon one who comes to me in surrender. Now it's time to look at the ragam this particular charanam is composed on. Choice of Purvi Kalyani for this particular charanam. I was little stunned the first time I came to know that this charanam is composed in Purvi Kalyani, because it's a bright ragam, and of course there are so many sorrowful events that we are talking about, right? Happening. But why did Swadi Tirunal choose Purvi Kalyani for this? But when I thought about it deeply, I realized this could help portray Rama's quiet transformation from grief to divine determination after Hanuman returned with the message that Sita is alive and waiting, right? So that inner fire rekindling in Rama, the shift from sorrow to Shakti, Purvi Kalyani just nails that feeling, that emotion. See, why do I say it fits? The ragam starts with pathos. Sariga mariga. Right? The bottom. Perfect for Rama's lingering sorrow. The sorrow is lingering, as you can hear in the background as well now, right? But when it hits that top notes, or when it climbs up, there is a dignified rise, like a warrior king regaining his full light. Right? Just like a warrior. Fine. So with that, we come to the end of this episode. And Sundara Kaandam ends with a sense of anticipation for the forthcoming battle, in which Rama will face Ravana and rescue Sita, setting the stage for the climatic events that will follow in the final Yuddha Kanda of the Ramayana. I hope you're all excited, just like me, to know what happens in the final episode of the series. Until then, stay tuned and be curious. वनरोत्तम सहित वायुसूनु करर्पित वनरोत्तम सहित वायुसूनु करर्पित वनरोत्तम सहित वायुसूनु करर्पित भानुशतभस्वर भव्यरत्नाङ्गुलीयं भानुशतभस्वर भव्यरत्नाङ्गुलीयं तेन पुनरानीता न्यूनचूडामणिदर्शनो तेन पुनरानीता न्यूनचूडामणिदर्शनं श्रीनिधिम् उदति धीर श्रुतविभीषणमिलितं श्रीनिधिम् उदति धीर श्रुतविभीषणमिलितं गमगरि सदसरि गमप तपसनि दपमगरि गमगरि सदसरि गमप तपसनि दपमगरि गमपमप गमरि गसरि गमपदपसनि गरि सदा नि सदा सदा गरि नमगरि सदा भावयामि रघुरामं